The following contest is a semi-final matchup of the America's X Cup. Introducing first, the team of Hector Garza and Mr. Aguila of Team AAA.
Many fans still call AAA's When Worlds Collide pay-per-view from '96 as one of the best events ever in wrestling history. One of my broadcast colleagues at that event, Arturo Rivera of AAA, you can listen to him and our own Armando Quintero on SAP.
And their opponents. Introducing first, the current X Division champion of the world, Chris Sabin, and his tag team partner, Felix Skipper.
Well, Don, it's pretty obvious that Team AAA, which is a combination of AAA wrestlers and Triple L talent, have put aside their differences for the good of their home country, Mexico. We just heard from Felix Skipper. We just heard from Chris Sabin. And it sounds to me like they're willing to do the same thing to be on the same page. And that's going to be necessary if Team NWA is going to get back into this America's X Cup.
I mean, think about it, Mike. Out of the 5 matches that we've seen, Team NWA has won just 1 match. That being Jerry Lynn in the singles competition. They have got to win this match, if for any other reason, just to show AAA that they're just as good as they are.
And at the same time, to prove to Jeff Jarrett that Jerry Lynn isn't in breach of his contract.
Sizing each other up, this is so important right now for Skipper and Sabin.
And so important for Team NWA, the whole National Wrestling Alliance, and the fans here on hand at the TNA Asylum, rooting on the stars from the United States of America against Mexico and AAA.
Wow, Mr. Aguila just taking Skipper down right there, just keeping the arm down, trying to get the quick pin, trying to steal a quick one. Taking a swing at Sabin, he's not going to have anything of it.
Yeah, Mismo Negro going for the cheap shot, trying to catch Chris Sabin napping on the ring apron, but that wasn't the case as the X Division champion was able to avoid that big clubbing blow.
Oh, you see the straight there of Skipper as he takes Mr. Aguila just right over his shoulder.
Took him over the snapmare, follows up with a kick between the shoulder blades. Aguila looks like he's going to try and slow things down here in the early going of this final matchup in round number 2. Again, 2 points going to the winning team in this second and final matchup of round number 2, the 4-man tag team bouts.
Mike, I don't know if it's just me, but it almost looks like Team NWA is a little psyched out there right now. They just can't get any rhythm. They can't get any kind of a groove. And AAA is so sharp. They're sharp with their tag. They're sharp with their game plan. They know exactly what they want to do, and they're executing it to perfection.
Almost as if those victories earlier tonight by Team AAA has just infused the confidence in this entire squad from Mexico.
Oh, good point. I mean, who would have thought they would come in and I don't want to say the word dominate, but that's what they've been doing. Oh, great job by Skipper.
Garza jumping all the way up to the top rope. I think that was an effort to try and show up Skipper. Skipper nails and goes for the cover, but Garza is able to get the shoulder up.
I'll tell you what, though, these are 2 guys I don't mind having in the ring for NWA. Chris Sabin, the X Division champion, former tag team champion, and Skipper. They know what the goal feels like. They know what it's like to be winners. That's the kind of guys you got to have out there. Somebody that knows how not to lose.
Let's see if Garza now can overpower wrestlers like Sabin, wrestlers like Skipper, like he did earlier against Sanjay Dutt.
Oh, look at Chris Sabin, so smooth. You can tell in that interview before this match, Sabin had a little bit of a spark in his eye. He knows what's at stake here.
Quick series of forearms by Sabin. Attempt to shoot Garza off into the ropes.
Oh, great move by Sabin.
Sure was. Steps off the Hurricane Rana. Then challenges Aguila into the ring and has one for him.
I'll tell you what, we talk about this kid so much, Mike, and it's just because he's been so impressive from the very first day we've ever seen him in NWA TNA. Oh, man, did you see these guys come through the ring? Sabin went over the top, took Mr. Aguila to the rail, and Skipper went through the ropes to get Hector Garza.
Double suicide dive by Team NWA. And all of a sudden, just judging by the looks on the faces of Skipper and Sabin, maybe that confidence level is going to swing back towards the National Wrestling Alliance.
Oh, it's so good to see, and you hear the crowd now cheering USA, getting them fired up. There's no looking back now, Mike. If they go down 7-1, it's not impossible to win, but it's almost insurmountable.
You're right, because keep in mind, yet to come, the final match, the only match of round number 3 in the America's X Cup, and that's the 8-man elimination match. There's going to be 2 points per elimination once we get to the final round. Double team move. Garza fired up into the ropes.
Look at that combination.
Sabin cut him with the drop kick. Skipper goes for the pin, and you're right, perfectly executed. Both wrestlers on the same page.
Now you're seeing the power of primetime eating Skipper doing exactly to Hector Garza that Mr. Aguila was doing to him at the beginning of the match. Just using the raining blows and his power, but look at the strength of Garza.
You talk about power, exactly what Garza just did to Skipper. Lifted him up into the air, powered him off into the corner, and now with Aguila, they double team. Double team hip toss, and Aguila now puts the boots to Skipper.
Skipper right there in no man's land, 2-on-1. Oh, look at that, unbelievable!
Stereo drop kick, Aguila hooks the leg and gets a 2 count.
He's got an ear ringing in both ears after that. Perfectly timed, perfectly executed.
And smart move by Aguila, sensing that Elix may be in trouble, quickly went for the pin attempts.
Well, I tell you what brutal knife-edge chops there that Mr. Aguila's using.
Yeah, Aguila really laying him in there. See Sabin make the tag, the blind tag from outside. Chest first goes Aguila. Sabin's actually the legal man.
Oh, right on his head!
Spiking tornado DDT out of the corner. Lateral press, and Aguila's able to get the shoulder up at 2. Sabin rocks Aguila with the forearm. Now reverse shot off into the ropes, and Garza was there to catch him with a cheap shot. Sabin answered, but when he turned his attention away from Aguila, he paid for it. Cover and a 2 count.
You know, I think that's that teamwork you were talking about. It's almost like Garza took the shot for the team, knowing that Chris Sabin would be preoccupied, and that left Mr. Aguila alone to hit that perfect kick.
And also keep in mind the experience that Garza and Aguila have as working as a team compared to Skipper and Sabin.
Caught Sabin right there on his face, right on the ropes, and now they've got it really. Oh, the power of Garza.
Running charging clotheslines by Garza and Aguila. Now they sandwich him. Sandwich clothesline. One man connecting from the front, one man from the back. There's just nowhere for Sabin to go.
Watch Hector Garza just goading primetime eating Skipper over there. Telling him to come into the ring, and then when he tries, look at him, listen to him.
Now who better than Garza? This entire America's X Cup, he's been trying to get into the skin of Team NWA, and I think he's been pretty successful.
Oh, he's done a good job, that's for sure. He's getting under my skin.
Wow, impact of the kick by Garza.
Oh, there's Felix Skipper. Beautiful twisting kick off the top rope.
Now Garza turned to play to the crowd. He got nailed by the Skipper kick.
Oh, nice elbow to the face there.
Forearm shots by Skipper. Rock Garza. What's Elix going to do now? Going to elevate him, take him up into the air, and drop him down on his back with the suplex.
Finish him off right there, Elix. Finish him off. Here he goes. Yes.
Headstand, twisting into a leg drop. The follow cover, nope, just a 2 count.
Oh, Mr. Aguila caught Skipper off guard right there.
Right place, right time. Aguila saw Skipper attempting to charge across the ring, extended the arm, caught him with a clothesline out of nowhere.
Great extension there from Aguila. Just took Elix Skipper all the way up and over the top.
Yeah, had him up in the lights that time with a back body drop. Aguila now going to try and wring out the arm. You know, we have seen these stars from AAA, these stars from Mexico, totally dominate, in my opinion, this America's X Cup, and you said it best, unbelievably, on the home turf of the National Wrestling Alliance.
What a kick right there.
That's a missile drop kick with authority, and a pin attempt for 2.
Again, calling for Sabin, yelling, come on, baby, come on, and just go to him. Here's that replay of that kick, Mike. Wow.
And as Garza gets under the skin of Sabin, he's not helping his partner out when Sabin comes into the ring at that point. But now Skipper tries to fight back from his knees. Just as soon as he does, he's cut off by Garza.
Mike, it just seems to me that the game plan has just not been right here for Team NWA. They should have had quicker tags. They should have kept the flow going faster.
takes Saban.
Oh, right on his face.
Took him up and over. Quick pin.
No, Skipper's not going to let it happen. Oh, now you see the strength of Skipper. Look at this. Yes!
Wind him up. Drive him down to the mat. Oh, there's Garza.
Well, they know just when to get in there and break it up, Mike.
That tag team experience.
Oh, no. Ooh, he just slammed Skipper down. This could be it.
Caught him with the high power bomb. Turns it over to the Boston Crab.
Here comes Saban.
Can he roll through?
He's got him. Two. He's got him.
Team NWA got it.
Here are your winners, Prime Time Elix Skipper and Chris Saban.
Never more important for Team NWA to get the win at that point on and make it 5-3.
Just when it looked like AAA was getting ready to go up to 7-1, Chris Saban pulls one out of the hat.
Something's going on in the back involving Jeff Jarrett. I think we have Scott Hudson on the scene.